When disaster hits, it won't wait for you to be ready. One moment you're at home flipping on lights and filling shopping carts. The next you're standing in the dark with shelves stripped bare and neighbors just as desperate as you. For retirees on fixed incomes, large families shopping at Walmart, Aldi, Sam's, or Costco, and young adults fighting to save every dollar, the reality is simple. Your bug-out bag isn't just gear, it's survival. Yet most people waste money on gimmicks that look cool online but collapse in the first storm. They pack bulk, they pack clutter, and they pack false confidence. But survival isn't about looking tactical. It's about making smart, tested choices before inflation and supply chain breakdowns push even basic gear out of reach. Here's the truth. If even one of these essentials is missing, you're gambling with your life. Don't let your family's safety ride on luck. Stick with me through this list. Hit the like button if you care about being ready. Share this with someone you want to protect. And drop a comment on what you already carry, because your answer could save another viewer's life. Now let's dive into the 15 essentials, starting with the one thing that keeps you warm, dry, and alive when the world turns cold. Item 1. Shelter and warmth. Exposure kills faster than hunger or thirst. Rain, wind, or even a cool night in the 50s can drop your body temperature until you can't move, think, or survive. That's why shelter belongs at the very top of any bug-out bag. Forget flimsy tents or the fantasy of building a cabin out of branches. When you're cold, wet, and exhausted, you need gear that works immediately. The smart setup is lightweight and layered. A durable tarp, $15.20 out at Walmart or Costco, to shield you from rain, a Mylar emergency bivvy or space blanket, or $5 at Dollar Tree, to lock in heat, and, if space allows, a climate-rated sleeping bag, $60, $100 at Sam's or Costco. This trio keeps you alive without turning your pack into a back-breaking load. Pro tip: store your tarp flat against the back of your bag, stash a bivvy in your glove box or even your coat pocket, and never leave your sleeping bag compressed for months. Keep it loose at home so it stays warm when it matters. If you had to choose between packing more food or more warmth, which would you prioritize? Because even with shelter handled, there's one resource your body cannot last more than 3 days without: water. Item 2. Water filtration and purification tablets. You can survive weeks without food, but only 3 days without water, and dirty water will kill you faster than thirst. Streams, ponds, even tap water after a disaster can be loaded with bacteria, parasites, or chemicals that wreck your body when you need strength most. That's why your bug-out bag must include filtration and purification tools. A Life Straw or Sawyer mini filter, $20 at Walmart, Costco, or Amazon, turns muddy water into drinkable safety in seconds. But filters alone aren't enough. Smart preppers back them up with purification tablets, $10, $15 per pack at Walmart or REI. They're tiny, weigh almost nothing, and could save your life if your filter fails, freezes, or clogs. Pro tip: don't just toss tablets in your bag. Store them in a waterproof case or Ziploc, and rotate stock before the expiration date. Pair your filter with a small squeeze pouch or bottle for instant use. Here's the question: when shelves are stripped and bare, would you rather barter ammo for water or spend $20 today on a filter that could last for thousands of gallons? And of course, once you can purify water, you'll need a way to carry it. Item 3. Collapsible water storage. Finding water is only half the battle. You also need a way to haul and store it. Without storage, you'll waste precious time hiking back and forth to the source, sipping like a hamster while dehydration slowly shuts you down. That's why collapsible storage belongs in every serious bug-out bag. A collapsible water bladder, $10.20 at Walmart or REI, weighs almost nothing when empty, but expands to carry several liters when you strike a water source. For longer-term storage at home, stackable BPA-free containers, $25 to $30 at Costco or Sam's, let you rotate clean water every few months without worrying about cracks or algae. Avoid flimsy milk jugs. They split, leak, and grow bacteria. Pro tip: keep at least one bladder rolled tight inside your bug-out bag and a second in your car. That way, if you stumble across a stream or catch rainwater, You can bring back gallons instead of just a bottle. Here's the reality. When the taps run dry, the people with storage will survive, while everyone else lines up for handouts. So what would you choose to keep in your pack? An extra pound of snacks or the ability to carry life-saving gallons of water? Item 4, fire starter redundancy. Fire isn't optional, it's survival. It cooks food, boils water, provides warmth, and keeps morale alive when everything else feels hopeless. But here's the mistake rookies make. They toss in a single lighter and call it done. One drop in a river, one cold snap, and that lighter becomes dead weight. Smart preppers pack 3 methods minimum. A Bic lighter, $2 at Walmart. For quick sparks, waterproof matches, $5 at Dollar Tree or sporting goods aisle. As backup, and a ferro rod, $15 online, or at Costco's outdoor section, that will last for thousands of strikes. Layer these and you've got redundancy that keeps you alive no matter the weather. Pro tip, vacuum seal your matches and keep one fire starting method on your body, not just in your bag. If you lose your pack in a flood, you won't lose your chance at warmth. Item 5, first aid and trauma kit. Forget Hollywood shootouts. Most survival deaths come from infection and untreated injuries. A slip with a knife, a twisted ankle, or a rusty nail can end your story faster than running out of food. That's why a real first aid kit is non-negotiable. Skip the cheap 100-piece kits filled with Band-Aids and whistles. Instead, invest in trauma gear, a tourniquet, $25 to $30, legit only, hemostatic gauze, $15 to $20, Israeli bandage, antiseptic wipes, gloves, and pain relievers. A solid trauma kit runs $40, $60 at Walmart, Sam's, or online. Worth every cent compared to hospital bills you'll never reach in a disaster. Pro tip, organize your kit in modules. Keep minor cuts in one pouch, your trauma in another, and carry a slim pocket kit on your belt or in your car. You won't have time to dig when seconds count. Item 6, reliable light source. Darkness is more dangerous than most people realize. Without light, you're blind, vulnerable, and one step away from serious injury. That's why your bug-out bag needs a waterproof LED flashlight, $20, $30 at Walmart or Costco. And even better, a headlamp, $25, $35, to free your hands for setting up shelter or defending yourself. Pair these with spare batteries stored in plastic cases or Ziplocs so they stay dry and don't corrode. Pro tip, choose lights with multiple brightness settings to save battery life, and avoid cheap dollar store flashlights that fail at the first drop of rain. In a blackout, batteries become currency, so stock extras now while they're still under $1 each. Light isn't just comfort, it's survival. Item 7, navigation tools. Your phone is not a survival plan. When towers fail or batteries die, GPS turns into dead weight. A simple base plate compass, $15 to $20 at Walmart, and a laminated topographic map, $10, $15, give you freedom that technology can't. These tools don't need charging, don't glitch, and weigh almost nothing. Pro tip, clip your compass to your pack strap or stash it in a pocket where it's always within reach, not buried at the bottom of your bag. Fold maps flat in waterproof sleeves to keep them from turning to pulp in the rain. With reliable navigation, you're not wandering, you're choosing your path with confidence. Item 8, Paracord 550 multi-use cordage. A cheap rope from the dollar store snaps under pressure, but Paracord 550 is the gold standard for survival. Each roll is designed to hold up to 550 pounds, strong enough to secure tarps, lash gear, or rig an emergency stretcher. Inside, you'll find 7 inner strands that can all double as sewing thread, fishing line, or even emergency floss. Tiny details that can make a massive difference when resources vanish. You can pick up a 100-foot roll for under $10 at Walmart, Costco, or online. Wrap it around your water bottle, weave it into a bracelet, or strap it to your knife sheath so it's always accessible without eating up pack space. Pro tip, don't overpack. 50 pounds of rope won't make you a better prepper. It just slows you down. Instead, carry a smart amount in compact rolls or braided forms you can actually use in the field. If you had to choose right now, would you rather add more paracord to your bag or lighten the load and make room for food and water. Item 9, multi-tool 1, survival knife. In survival, versatility is everything. A quality multi-tool or fixed-blade survival knife isn't just a weapon, it's your lifeline for dozens of small but vital tasks. From cutting cordage, opening cans, and repairing gear to carving steaks or even self-defense, this single item replaces half the clutter most rookies waste money on. A Leatherman multi-tool, $40.70 at Costco, Walmart, or online, offers pliers, screwdrivers, blades, and more in one compact package. Pair it with a sturdy fixed blade knife, $30.80 depending on steel quality, for heavy-duty jobs like chopping or batoning wood. Both together weigh less than a pound, but can save you from countless failures in the field. Pro tip: avoid cheap knockoffs that snap under pressure. Look for full tang knives, blade steel running through the handle, and multi-tools with locking mechanisms so they don't fold on your fingers. Keep your blades sharp, oiled, and stored in a sheath to prevent accidents. A solid cutting tool isn't optional. It's the backbone of your bug-out kit, bridging the gap between raw materials and usable survival gear. Item 10, food rations and high-energy snacks. Your body is the engine that keeps you alive, and without fuel, even the best gear is useless. That's why every bug-out bag needs compact, calorie-dense food that won't spoil or weigh you down. Forget gourmet meals. Think survival. Options like protein bars, $1 or $2 each at Walmart or Aldi, vacuum-sealed trail mix, $5 or $7 per bag at Costco or Sam's, or MRE-style rations, $10 or $15 each online or military surplus, deliver the energy you need when you can't stop to cook. Choose foods with long shelf lives, high calorie counts, and minimal preparation. Pro tip: rotate your stash every 6 months so nothing expires unnoticed. Keep a mix of fast snacks for on-the-go energy and heavier options like MREs for full meals. And don't forget morale. Sweet items like hard candy can calm nerves and boost mental grit in crisis situations. Food rations are not about comfort, they're about endurance. A few pounds of smart calories can mean the difference between pushing through exhaustion or collapsing when your family needs you most. Item 11, portable cooking gear. Even with food and clean water, you'll need a way to cook, boil, and sterilize. That's where compact cooking gear comes in. A lightweight stove with fuel tabs or canisters, $20 or $30 at Walmart or Costco, paired with a small mess kit, $10 or $20, gives you the ability to prepare meals, boil water, and sanitize tools on the go. In an emergency, that flexibility is priceless. Don't rely on campfires alone. They're slow, weather-dependent, and broadcast your location with smoke. A portable stove works rain or shine, and with the right fuel, it burns hot and clean. Even simple folding stoves with solid fuel tablets, $10 at Dollar Tree or sporting goods stores, can keep you going when conditions are harsh. Pro tip: pre-pack fuel in sealed bags to prevent moisture damage. Store your mess kit inside the stove for compact packing, and keep a metal cup accessible so you can boil water fast without unpacking everything. If you had to make a choice, would you rather pack a heavier stove for convenience, or carry a lighter kit and risk relying only on open fire? Item 12, protective gear. When chaos hits, small hazards become deadly. Broken glass, contaminated air, or even heavy rain can knock you down if you're not protected. That's why every bug-out bag needs basic protective gear. A sturdy pair of work gloves, $5 to $10 at Walmart or Aldi, shield your hands from cuts and burns. N95 masks or respirators, $10 or $20 at Costco or Sam's, protect your lungs from dust, smoke, or airborne illness. And a lightweight rain poncho, $5 and $10 at Dollar Tree or Walmart, keeps your core dry and warm. Pro tip: pack 2 sets of gloves, 1 cheap backup and 1 high-quality pair. Store masks in sealed Ziplocs to keep them clean and dry, and always fold your poncho flat against your pack so it's easy to grab in a downpour. Protective gear may not look impressive, but when your environment turns hostile, it's the shield that keeps small problems from spiraling into deadly ones. Item 13, communication and signaling. In a crisis, being seen or heard at the right moment can mean rescue or being overlooked forever. That's why communication tools deserve space in your bag. A keyless survival whistle, $5 at Walmart or Dollar Tree, cuts through wind and chaos far better than shouting. A signal mirror, $10 to $15, can reach rescuers miles away in daylight. And glow sticks, $1 each, sold in bulk at Costco, provide light and signaling without draining batteries. For longer emergencies, a compact AM/FM or weather radio, $20 to $30, keeps you informed when cell towers are gone. Pro tip, attach your whistle to your shoulder strap so it's always within reach, not buried in gear. Store glow sticks in a side pouch for instant access and keep spare batteries for radios sealed in waterproof cases. These aren't gimmicks, they're lifelines. When you're stranded, cut off, or trying to reunite with family, signaling tools make the difference between being isolated and being saved. Item 14, self-defense and deterrence. When society breaks down, the greatest danger isn't always the storm or the blackout, it's desperation. Strangers may view your supplies as their lifeline, and without a way to defend yourself, you're vulnerable. Self-defense doesn't mean turning your bug-out bag into an arsenal. It means carrying tools that give you confidence and options. Start simple. Pepper spray, $10, $15 at Walmart or Costco, is affordable, legal in most states, and powerful enough to stop a threat without escalating to deadly force. A loud personal alarm, $10 at Dollar Tree or Amazon, can scare off attackers and draw attention when you need help. A sturdy survival knife or even a reinforced walking stick adds another layer of security. Pro tip, gear is useless without practice. Know how to use what you carry, keep pepper spray accessible on your belt or strap, and check expiration dates. In high-stress moments, fumbling in your bag could cost you everything. Self-defense is about deterrence first, action second. The best fight is the one you avoid. But when avoidance fails, preparation keeps you standing. Item 15, physical fitness and mental grit. The last essential doesn't come from a store. All the gear in the world is worthless if your body can't carry it or your mind collapses under pressure. Survival demands stamina, strength, and the willpower to keep moving when you're exhausted, cold, and hungry. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. Functional fitness is built through daily habits. Practice carrying a loaded pack, hike long distances, chop wood, or haul water. These skills prepare your body for the strain of real emergencies. And just as important, train your mind. Chaos feeds panic and panic kills. The ability to stay calm, think clearly, and make tough decisions under stress is what separates survivors from victims. Pro tip, start building survival fitness now. Commit to walking an extra mile, doing body weight exercises, or learning breathing techniques to control fear. It costs nothing, but it pays dividends when your life is on the line. When disaster strips away comfort, fitness and grit become your true currency. They're the one resource no one can steal, trade, or hand to you. You have to build them before the crisis hits. Survival isn't about stuffing your bag with every gadget you see online. It's about choosing the essentials that keep you alive when there are no second chances. Shelter to shield you, water to sustain you, fire to warm you, and the grit to push through when your body wants to quit. These 15 items aren't luxury. They're the difference between safety and disaster. And here's the reality. Prices are climbing, supply chains are fragile, and waiting until the next blackout or storm is a gamble you can't afford. Stocking up now isn't paranoia, it's preparation. Each piece of gear you add today is insurance against tomorrow's chaos. So here's your call to action. Like this video if you value being ready, share it with someone whose safety matters to you, and comment below. What's the one item you would never leave out of your bug-out bag? Your answer might help someone else prepare before it's too late. Stay sharp, stay prepared, and remember, gear helps, but preparation and grit are what truly save lives.